Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. Amma ba'd. I'd like to thank you on behalf of our chamber to our 10th members talk session. Thank you so much for joining and making this occasion a special one through your participation. As you all know that we firmly believe that we invoke the blessings of Almighty before commencing anything. To do so, I request Brother Nadeem to recite few verses from the Holy Quran. Over to you, Nadeem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل الذين الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين صدق الله العظيم.
Wanted to once again thank you all. So with your support, with your help, we have moved to the double digit, which is our 10th member stock session. 10th member stock session means, we have already 40 people, 30 from corporate and 10 educational institutes have come here and then presented their products. By this time, you all will know about the format that we follow. Just for good order's sake, there would be 3 presenters from corporates and 1 basically an educational institute, which will present for 8 minutes, post which we will have a Q&A session based on the questions that we receive in chat box. But before doing all those things, we wanted to, keep you updated and what your chamber is doing, especially from the 9th member stock session to the 10th member stock session, almost for 40 days, what exactly we are doing. To share those things, it is none other than I would like to call upon our president of our chamber, Ahmed Buhari Saab, to share the key highlights. Over to you, President.
Yeah, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good morning. Am I audible?
Very much, President.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just speaking from the phone. I'm in Delhi, and Kalimullah Sharif insisted that I come and moderate the session, so he pulled me out of the meeting. So I just quickly came out, to join the session. So thank you very much, members, for joining in. So we've had quite an eventful month. I think the last 40 days. Can you just put it up, Kalim? Yeah. So if you look at all the events that we've been organizing, we had our 39th AGM, which was conducted. We had our first Star Trek session with Nilesh Ved. We had a session with the Indonesian Consul General, very productive meeting, I think. We had a virtual meeting with the Mr. Abdullah Noy, November 10th to 12th, and maybe we'll be meeting him there. Unfortunately, we lost Janab Sadaq Abdul Qadir, very senior member of the family and the UEF, and the father of our director, Brother Sajid. Director, of course, Dr. Abul Hassan has been elected as the IMA president. Hearty congratulations to Dr. Abul Hassan for this. Rehan Amir has been invited to the Global Investment Summit hosted by the UK Prime Minister. Twins Health, of course, which continues to be our real star, has raised $140 million and currently valued at about $740 million. This is the first UEF-supported unicorn, inshallah. We are very, very proud of what the Twins are doing for the society and for the community and the UEF. Our Crescent Innovation Incubation Center, we were able to disperse 2.5 crores. For those of you who may recollect, Crescent has been able to raise 5 crores as a startup fund. And we are really hoping that, our education institutions, 45 education institutions will also be raising similar type of money. Then Cars India and Wings Food have opened branches in Tirthani and Bangalore. And Wow Wajiha College has set up an Asia Center. And Asia, as you may recollect, is a entrepreneurship, startup, innovation, incubation, and accelerator centers. We are trying to start 45 of them all over Tamil Nadu, support startups of them in our educational institutions. So this is roughly the activity. As you will be noticing, every month the activity seems to be enhancing further. The amount of things that we're doing seems to be enhancing further. And today we have got again 4 interesting speakers. We've got KMCT Medical Center, which is presenting Fermier Engineers, CODA, and South Lapa College. And all the veteran speakers are here. I can see Dr. Nawaz is ready to present, and I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful presentation. We are all eagerly looking forward to it. And as Kaleem made the request earlier, 8 minutes, we'll try to make a quick pitch and try to wrap up the session within 1 hour, inshallah. So thank you very much, presenters and members, for having come in today. And we really look forward to the session today. Thank you, and back to you, Madi. Kaleem.
Thanks a lot, President. Thanks for sharing the highlights in a very precise manner. Highly appreciate. Now coming back to our session, the first presenter for the day is going to be our member from Calicut, Kerala. He runs a group of institutions by the name KMCT Group. Okay, 5 nursing institutions, 3 paramedical institutions, 1 medical and dental college, and so on. To share about this group, we are fortunate to have the CEO and the executive trustee of this group, Dr. Nawaz Saab. Dr. Nawaz Saab has done his MBBS from the Government Medical College of Calicut, post which he has done his MD from JJM College. In fact, he was the first rank holder where he did it in radio diagnosis. He has got a lot of achievements, but for the time constraint, I will only say one: empowering girls in and around that area by providing quality education is one thing which is noteworthy to mention about it. I would like to call upon Dr. Nawaz Saab to share about his group. Over to you, Nawaz Saab.
Respected President Ahmad Buhari Saab, thank you for inviting me to this session of EUF. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharifs, for your kind words of introduction. I am to present about my group of institutions, which is popularly known as KMCT Group of Institutions. The name of the trust is Kunyatharve Memorial Charitable Trust, and the Kunyatharve Haji is my grandfather. It is a family trust. The trustees are my father, Dr. K. Moidu, who is a very senior medical doctor in Kerala. In fact, he has done his MBBS from Madurai Medical College as a first batch student of Madurai Medical College. Then my mother is a trustee, and three brothers. All of us are doctors. One is a neurologist. The other person is a pediatrician and neonatologist. I am a radiologist, as told by Mr. Sharif. So this is our family photo, and this is our trustees and managing trustee. And I look after the medical side of medical institutions of my group, and the day-to-day activities are conducted by me. And as a director, my wife, Dr. Aisha Nasrin, who is a dental surgeon, takes care of day-to-day administration of the medical institutions. The KMCT Group of Institutions, we are only in higher education, and we run 24 professional colleges. In fact, this is a big group of professional education institutions in the state of Kerala. We have about every year we have an admission capacity of 8,400 students, but we admit about 7,000 students because, as you all know, engineering admissions are relatively low compared to other admissions. So the flagship of this group is KMCT Medical College, which was established in the year 2008, and we have 150 MBBS admissions, and we have postgraduate course in almost all the specialities of medical specialities. Then we run the Kerala's best dental college and pharmacy college. In fact, we have 3 pharmacy colleges. These are the photographs of the institutions one by one we are showing. Because of lack of time, I cannot go into the details of our institutions, but we have 1 medical college, we have 3 pharmacy colleges, we have 4 nursing institutions, we have 2 polytechnics. At present, we have our alumni strength is about 30,000, And 2,500 people are working with us, and out of which about 700 are medical doctors. So our proportion of a medical doctor is quite high compared to other group of institutions. I am the CEO of this institution, and as rightly said by Mr. Sharif, I have done my BBS from Government Medical College, Calicut, and I did my radio diagnosis. In fact, I am the professor and HOD of our radio diagnosis department. So these are the institutions we are seeing. We run different courses and different colleges. We have multiple locations. We have our main campuses are located in Calicut district, and we have some campus in Malappuram district also. These are the institutions shown in the screen. Actually, I came to United Economic Forum by a chance meeting with Mr. Abdul Qadir Bukhairi during an AICT meeting. But later I realized that my father had associated with Janab B.S. Abdurrahman Sahib long time back through Mr. Imbich Ahmed. I think B.S. Abdurrahman Sahib had visited Calicut also to start a branch of United Economic Forum. They initially started, but they couldn't take it forward much. Inshallah, we will take it forward by adding more numbers from Kerala state also. And I would like to associate with any institutions to guide them in our area of expertise. In fact, I was quite surprised to note that despite all these activities in this field, Tamil Nadu doesn't have a private medical college owned by Muslim community, and I think Dr. Abul Hassan is taking the right steps in the right direction. I am ready to provide any help from my side, and I would like to associate with institutions in Tamil Nadu for any higher education activities. And our area of interest, apart from this, includes the healthcare. We run a 700-bed hospital attached to our medical college. In fact, we have another hospital also by name National Hospital in Calicut, which was established some 50 years back. So other areas include areas of interest include renewable energy and anything related to sustainable living. You would have noticed that probably we are one of the few managements who from Muslim community running an Ayurveda college. To my knowledge, only 2 Ayurveda colleges are run in the whole of India by Muslim management. So we would like to expand our footprint in other South Indian states also. So inshallah, we will physically meet sometime later and we will discuss this matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. I think that was a wonderful presentation. Really, I mean, like we keep saying every time, when presentations like this come, we find out so much about what you're doing. We have been meeting and we've been talking. I didn't realize the depth of what, your institutions are doing. It's absolutely wonderful. And I feel enriched and empowered, that, somebody like you is part of the UEF and willing to support us. And I'm sure it is going to be a great strength. And we will definitely be taking your support to Doctor for starting medical colleges in Tamil Nadu. So thank you, Doctor. I'll pass it back to Khalid.
Thanks a lot, President. Truly inspiring to hear these achievements that your group KMCP has done, Dr. Saab. We will see how we can collaborate and take advantage of your expertise. Alhamdulillah. So the next presenter for the day is a member who deals in power products such as generators, engines, agricultural equipments, and so on. In fact, when I was telling to its director about our member stock session, Mr. Noman Saab, he immediately said, to talk about my company, Fermier Engineering, it is not me who is the right person. It is my daughter Zainab who can do a wonderful job, he said. Ms. Zainab is going to present this, and in fact, to tell a small background about her, she has done her master's in computer science engineering from US, a management degree from IIM Bangalore, and apart from that, not only restricting herself to her company Fermier, but in fact, she has also started a new social digital venture called the Mahila Power, an initiative to homemade products done by women to empower the women. I would like to call upon Ms. Zainab to share about Fermier and a small input about her social initiative. Over to you, Sister Zainab.
So thank you, Mr. Sharif, for the introduction, and thank you, United Economic Forum, for this opportunity. I do understand that Fermier Engineers and my father, Mr. Milwala, has been associated for several years. So thanks for the opportunity to present about our company and organization. We are a small family-owned establishment, right, led by my father, Mr. Noman Milwala, and our mission is power you can trust. And that's where we deal and distribute, Honda power products, the multitude of products which we deal in, and also diesel generators of KOEL make. Right? So if you see here, moving on to the major product, right? So, and the next 6-7 minutes, what I plan to do is share the product portfolio that we have, right? Also, the services that we offer, okay, and also the different type of the culture and the people, how we are actually bringing in the positive culture into our organization. So coming to one of the first products that we have, which is the portable power anywhere, anytime. So this is primarily the Honda power product, that is the generators. So where it ranges from 750 to 5.5 kVA, and these are the eco-friendly power generators. Primarily, if you see, right, these are used in residential and commercial places, also used in the beach stalls. So these are those portable petrol-operated generators. The other set of products where, this is a great boon now to the farmers. This is where we have the power tillers, right? The mechanization in agriculture, farming and gardening, right? So this is where you have the tillers, where we actually, where you have those crops where they need to dig into the ground soil. So these tillers are used, and these are all backed by Honda engines. And you see on the right, you have the lawn mower that's used for gardening and mowing, and you have the brush cutters. So these are, again, so if you see, these are catering to the farmers. Then you have the brush cutters, which are used in the gardens, outside hospitals, even colleges, and a lot of industries, IT parks. And the beauty of these products is that they are powerful, right, and also portable. So that's the beauty of these products that we have. So, and a lot of subsidy schemes are available, especially for the farmers, and that's something which is really good, which the government has taken up. Also, the core of moving on to another set of products, right? These are the core Honda products, where if you see here, these are again used construction industries. As you see here, it's quite self-explanatory, where you have the power trowel, but basically to smoothen and polish the finishes, right? Also, you have the vibrators to actually vibrate the concrete. So that's again the versatility of the engines are brought into a lot of applications. On the right, you see the pump sets. That is where you have for the water, right, where you want to move or draw the water out and push it to another place. So the engines and the pump sets play a role here. And moving to another suite of products, which are the diesel generators. So this is where you have the KOEL iGreen, and as the name suggests, eco-friendly products, again ranging from 7.5 to 1010 kVA. Yeah, these are the big ones, and these, as the name suggests, right? So this is a digital power backup solution. So again, a variety, various industries. It could also be the big apartments that use the industries, also the showrooms where these generators are set up, and they use the state-of-the-art technology, and that's really good about the KOEL iGreen. Moving on to another set of division that we have, right? The premium service and the best-in-class technician. So with these products, I hope we all understand, right? So these are power products. So again, with these comes a very important role on how to maintain them. So that's where we have this entire service division, where we have a service center. So we are based in Chennai, in Paris. We also have, because these generators are used at different places, we have mobile technicians to be able to go and service at your doorstep. So up from the generators, we also do service of all other products. It could be engines, pump sets, brush cutters. And as we deal with diesel generators, again, it's very important that, how you do the installation, erection, and the commissioning. So there are like different phases that are there in the commissioning of generators. So we take care of that, and we take care of the annual maintenance contract. So that's the service that we have, we offer. A sneak peek into our esteemed customers. So as we are distributors, so we do have these customers, and also we have, our associate dealers and sub dealers who actually buy from us, and then they resell. So some of the key customers that we have ranges from government to quasi-government, as you see here, banks, showrooms, real estate corporations. And you'll be surprised to see, right, you have these spring potato stalls where you have all these beach stalls where they use those small portable generators to actually power up their stalls. And also, of course, for residential homes. And interestingly, if you see Miko Motorsports, that's an interesting application where they buy engines to, make these, the car engines that they have. Right, so that's where they use one of the Honda engines to support the racing equipment. I'll spend some time in, where we bring in a lot of family culture. So as you know, it's a small establishment, and, with the guidance of and the mentorship of my father, Mr. Noman Milwala. So we have, I kind of handle the growth strategy and operations, and also the digital aspect. And as Mr. Sharif mentioned, with the background of engineering, I wanted to bring in a lot of changes in the processes and bring in a lot of digitization. So we have different functions, operations, accounting, marketing, sales, and also the service division. And as you see here, we celebrate a lot of birthdays, kind of bring in the positive culture, building the team spirit. We also have started rewarding the employees as well, right, with good performance and with attendance. So it kind of motivates them. We recently, distributed t-shirts as well to all our staff members. So we kind of do all this to motivate and to bring our Fermier Engineers family together, and to work towards the mission of power you can trust. And see a snapshot here of all the major products, and there are a host of other applications. So even, as you see your marine engine, that's another useful application, especially as, a lot of cities are on the beach side, where the engines are motored using the Honda marine engine. We are available on social media, pretty active on social media, and it's important because of course, because of the current situation where everything is online. We also are active on YouTube with a lot of videos, because it's important that how the generators and the products are actually used, right? So the demos, the step-by-step instructions, everything is available on these videos. So before I just move to, as Mr. Sharif mentioned, right, about social initiative that I have started. So I would really like to thank again UEF for giving us this opportunity here, and also my father to kind of entrust. As you see, I have a computer science background, but all this is like all mechanical stuff. Which I'm trying to embrace and understand, and hopefully will be able to live up to the name of our company with all your support. And we are always open to actually associating with any other like-minded people who want to get into this kind of field. We're open to hiring positions. So if any of the institutions have graduates who would like to join, we're more than happy to hire them, join hands, and for associate dealers. So please get in touch with us so that we can all grow together. So I do have a couple of minutes, so I thought I will touch base quickly. I just have one slide to kind of talk about this Mahila, which is basically last year my friend and I started, which is social digital venture, as Mr. Sharif rightly put it up. So during the pandemic, a lot of women actually started making handmade products, right, from home, and the some of their, the better halves are not doing that well, so they were selling these products right out of their houses. So we thought, why not, and I wanted, being from the technology background, I thought, okay, why not we empower these women by building an online platform. So this is an online shopping platform. It was an online website similar to Amazon and Flipkart, but the beauty of it is that these are all handmade products, right from you have all these cakes and sweets, and all these healthy products, to masala, spices, podis, to even art and craft work. So the idea was to kind of showcase the talent and skills of these women entrepreneurs who wanted, a wider customer base, right? They did not know about marketing. They're not technologically savvy. They have difficulty in delivering. So we kind of help them out. So currently, I'm glad to say, by God's grace, that we have around 30 women entrepreneurs on board, and we have around 400 plus products on the platform. So again, feel free. If you know women who are making things at home and they need an opportunity, we're more than happy to get them onboarded, and give them this platform to grow more. So please feel free to contact me on that regards as well.
Thank you, sister. Highly inspiring to know the Mahila Power Initiative. Highly appreciated, which we have made a note. Now, dear members, the next presenter for the day is going to be a member who is into providing IT and engineering services to its client. Established in the year 2010, and having its global footprint in the last 10 years is something, a great achievement for them. The name of this company is called Coda Technologies Solutions Private Limited, familiarly known as Colossal. Okay, so as far as this company is concerned, their uniqueness basically to see how they can give a top quality service experience to customers. I would like to call upon its MD Nalim Bukhari to share what this organization is all about. Over to you, Brother Nalim.
Thank you, Nadeem Sharif. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. Myself, Nalim Bukhari. I am the founder of this company called Coda Technology Solutions Private Limited. And really, we are in this occasion on behalf of Coda Technology. We would like to thank UEF for arranging such a great platform to share ideas, to improve ourselves. And we got several, as far as Coda is concerned, so we got several support for our growth for the last few years. So Coda is a technology company. So we basically help the customers on as Sharif said, an end-to-end in asset management and material management for large corporates in different verticals. We are a preferred partners with KPMG's, PwC, E&Y, Boston Consulting, or Accenture. You name it, any consulting firm. So we try to work with them and through them with a high-end consulting of entire operational excellence. Through our IPs, we have 2 patented products. We have ProSol, which is a comprehensive master data management tool, and we have GoSpares, which is a marketplace for selling non-moving inventory, which is one of the unique platform we have in the globe, to have a circular economy in this globe. A place which is a B2B platform for selling industrial spare parts. So we started, as they said, 10-11, which is 11 we started in India. Then 2016, we started our office in Singapore. And then 2019, So we have a joint venture with a German company called V-Line, which is a 43-year-old company, and we have a JV called Vita Coda. So we have opened in Saudi Arabia. 21. So, with respect to all of our domain experience, now we are launching a company called Coda Labs, which we are going to more focus towards our products, which is creating our more IP to the enterprise level. So as far as customers are concerned, we start with petrochemical industries from Atul Limited. Then we help the customer of Kanna Papers from paper industry, Sahara Petroleum from Saudi Arabia. So in the last 1 decade, we have catered several industries across the globe in the respective of inventory optimization and material management. We help the customers to manage their assets in a 360-degree approach. And then we join hands with V-Line for the past 3 years. V-Line is a German company having their headquarters in Hanover, and they have a 43-year-old company. They started in 1979 in Europe and 2008 in Middle East. 2019, we joined together and created a joint venture called Vita Coda. And the idea behind this joint venture is, so they have, the 4 decades of experience of V-Line. They have, you name it, in any company in Saudi Arabia, large corporates. So they are catering around 4,500 customers they have in, Saudi Arabia. So we join hands with them, and we are offering our services, our technology, and our solutions to all these customers in Saudi market. And also, V-Line have the worldwide customers such as Audi, Volkswagen, you name it. The big customers they have in the worldwide. So we are also trying to pitch our services through V-Line in a joint venture through their customers worldwide. These strategic partners, 40 years of experience from their global procurement experience, and we have 10 years of experience in information technology. So comes together, and we are offering a customers, in SAP, in digital transformation, cyber security, IT infrastructure, and right now we are offering several services in the Saudi market. Put together as a business dashboard. Currently we are offering to our technology services to 280 customers. More than currently we are discussing with 15,000 OEMs to bring their products in our platform, and we are catering to 12 verticals. Put together joint venture of V-Line and Coda, we are doing more than $300 million turnover with 4 intellectual properties. And these are all our services on the digital transformation and cybersecurity. The global presence today, Coda is having a global presence in Brazil, China, Mexico, USA, and Singapore, in Germany. Today, after this joint venture, now we are globally expanded. So today, a customer is looking for any opportunity, any queries, So people say in our joint venture office, they jump in and they can help the entire globe through this wonderful joint venture. In Coda, there are 4 services. One is MDM, another one is SAP services, which is ERP implementation and support, and another one is liquidation, and the 4th one is e-commerce. So we are a company, we help the customers in 360-degree approach. So from design of the plant till the disposal of the plant. So we can help the customers, particularly process industries, utilities, pharma. So we can help the customer from design to the disposal of the plant in various activities, from asset management, material management, asset tracking, warehouse optimization. So we have developed an IP called ProSol, which is a master data management tool. So these all licenses run by GAIL India, GAIL Gas, all petrochemical complexes in India and utilities companies, they are using our ProSol. And this is a GoSpares.com, which is a unique marketplace for selling your non-moving and ideal inventory across the organization. And V-Marketplace is a platform. So we digitalize the entire, traditional supply chain into a digital transformation process in Saudi Arabia. So in due course of time, the $250 to $300 million business come through this platform. So we are in the process of digital transformation in that entire supply chain, and SAP services. We help the customer to implement SAP services, to cater all their ERP needs. The business opportunity, what I can able to bring onto the table currently today, around 690 crore worth of inventory lies in our platform, which is excess from Tata, SABIC, Vedanta, Michelin. So we sign a exclusive agreement with all these corporates in India as well as with SABIC. So currently we have 690 crore worth of products available in our platform. So where we can, as an EVF member, we can have a consortium, and we can buy at a cheaper price and we can sell it in the market, which I hope this platform, EVF platform, can help us, as a cloud tail of Amazon, in such a way we can create a consortium and we can buy at a very cheaper price and we can sell it in the market. We can give an assurance on this particular opportunity. These are all our offices. We have one office in Resmangalam, around 60 people seating capacity. And we have one more office in Tambaram MEPS, which is a special economic zone. Around 120 people can seating capacity there for all international income. Currently, we backed a project from NASA. We're executing in this platform, and we are also empowering women. So through we are empowering women through our Koilpatnam Women Empowerment Office. So it's a pure 100% women empowerment office. And also, I would like to give a few minutes about our the backbone of our company. The chairman of our company is Mr. Ibn Saud and Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman. So they are all, they are helping us. They invest on us, they trust us. So now we are in the global market because of their connects and their experience, and they are helping us with investments and their expertise. And also our director, Mr. Ahmed Miran, who is chairman of Professional Courier, and Mr. Mohammed Yusuf. All the UF member are aware about Mohammed Yusuf. Yeah. So he gave a different flavor to Coda on the technology level. And myself and Rizwan, so we are the founders of this company. So we are taking from 5,000 rupees as an investment. Today we are a $50 million company as a valuation. So this is all about Coda Technologies Solutions Private Limited. Thank you.
We all know our format, 3 corporates, and the 4th one is an educational institute. So this time it's an educational institute which is actually going to celebrate its golden jubilee. Established in the year 1971, the secretary of that college, Sadatullah Appa College, is none other than our founding member, Janab Fatur Rabbani Sahib. Whatever UF is doing currently is because of the strong foundation laid by founding members like Fatur Rabbani Sahib, along with our founder, Janab B.S. Abdur Rahman Sahib. In fact, I would, to put it very simple, this college is indeed a rahmat of Allah and located in Rahmat Nagar of Tirunelveli. To share about this college, we have the coordinator of IQAC, Mr. Syed Muhammad. Over to you, Mr. Syed Muhammad, to share about this college.
Thank you, Sarif sir. Is it audible?
Absolutely perfect.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all. Myself, Dr. Syed Muhammad, on behalf of the management, the principal, the teaching staff, and the non-teaching staff, I'm going to present the activities of Sadaqatul Appa College. So our college started in the year 1971, named after the renowned Arabic scholar Sadaqatul Appa. It's a beautiful 40-acre sprawling campus. It's run by Sadaqatul Appa College Educational Society. We started affiliated to the Madurai Kamaraj University for 20 years. Then after the birth of Manomnim Sundara University in 1990, the college was affiliated to it. So we began co-education in the year 1996. So inshallah, we are preparing for grand celebration of the Golden Jubilee in the year 2021. So we got the NAC accreditation with the B+ grade. Then we moved to A grade with 3.11 of CGPA. In the year 2015, we got A grade, a 3.4 of CGPA. At present, we are working for the fourth cycle. Inshallah, we will get more than 3.5 with the A++. We also certified by ISO, the 9001-2015. So, our vision is founded by the Muslim minority community, is committed to provide quality higher education to all, especially to Muslims, both men and women and other deprived, disadvantaged, underprivileged section of the society. It is equally committed to inculcate the students with spiritual and moral values. The college aims at producing good and useful education worthy of the great land. This is our mission of our college. So, Al-Haj Wabu Sayyid Abdurrahman is our president. Al-Haj T.S. Fadul Rabbani is our secretary. Al-Haj H.M. Sheikh Abdul Qadir is our treasurer. So these are our college committee members: Janab LKM A. Mohammad Nawab Hussain, Al-Haj M.K. Mohammad Nasser, Janab P.S.M. Ilyas, and Professor S. Abu Bakr. He is our principal, Dr. Mohammad Sadiq, and he is our vice principal, Dr. S.M.A. Sayyid Muhammad Khaja. So we started in the year 1971 with only one course BA History. After that, we started BCom and BSc Max in the year 1972. In 1973, we started BSc Zoology. In 1978, we started MCom. In 1979, BA English and BSc Chemistry. In 1980, we started MA History and Certificate course in Arabic. In 1983, we started BSc Physics, 84 Diploma in Arabic, 87 BSc Computer Science, and 1991, we started PGDCA. In 1997, we started BSc Microbiology, and we celebrated Silo Jubilee the year 1999. So in the year 2001, we started BSc IT. In 2003, we got NAC accreditation with a B+. And 2004, we started Diploma in Islamic Theology. In the year 2006, we started with BBA and MSc Computer Science. We became autonomous in the year 2006. In 2007, we started MSc Mathematics and also BCom with Computer Application. In the year 2008, we started BCA as well as MPhil Commerce. Then in the year 2009, we got NAC accreditation with the A grade. At that same year, we started BBM, MA English, MPhil History, and the MSc Microbiology. In the year 2011, we got certified by ISO 9001-2008. In 2012, the autonomy was extended. In the same year, we started BA English in the unaided courses, then BCom, BSc Computer Science. So in the year 2017, as well as 2018, we started many research programs. So in the year 2019, we started Bachelor in Library Science, and in the year 2020, we got UGC Parama scheme. So we are mentoring many colleges for the accreditation of the NAC. In 2021, this year, we started BSc Psychology and MSc Nutrition and Dietetics. These are the courses offered. So at present, we are having 9 research centers. So in total, including the PhD program, we are having 47 programs. These are the add-on courses. We are offering 15 add-on courses apart from the regular studies. So in the year 2018-19, we crossed the figure 3,705. At present, we are having 4,200 students. Every year, the admission is going on increasing. In the year 2021-22, still the admission is not completed. So year-wise, the admission is increasing. So at present, we are having a staff member of 171 teaching staff, and also we are having 60 staff members. We are giving more importance to the female staff member also. So if you see the ratio, we are also appointing the other than Muslim staff member also. So all this process, the admission process, started through the online mode. This is the snapshot of the admission. Starting from admission, the payment of fees, we are also conducting the online examination. Regarding the curricular aspect, we introduced the NPTEL and SWAYAM in the year 2019. So almost all the students are registered in NPTEL and SWAYAM. Apart from that, we are following the blended classroom and many innovative aspects in curricular aspects. So these are some of the courses. So every year we are following the mechanism for the teachers. There is we are getting the feedback from the students about the faculty. So during the pandemic, during lockdown, we have conducted more than 120 webinars, international as well as the national. Also, we have conducted 2 faculty programs. We have a lot of examination reforms. We can download the hall ticket from the website. Also, we are giving a mark statement printed with 8 security features. So all the evaluation is done by only the external examiners, not by the internal examiners. So this is one of the highlight of our institution. Regarding the research, 49 research guides. At present, we have 142 research scholars are working under the 49 guides. We are providing seed money for the young researchers. At present, we are having one major project and 11 minor projects, those who have completed. We have also oftenly conducted UGC sponsored seminar and also ICSR sponsors national conference, also internal conference oftenly in our campus. So we are having a research bulletin that is called Sadakat. Up to 2020, it was recognized by UGC also. So every 6 months, we have produced the IQC newsletter. So we are tied up with the ICT Academy, also signed with the ICT Academy with the MOU. We also signed the MOU with the NSA Mumbai also. Many of our faculty visited abroad. Our principal is invited as a guest lecturer by the Institute of Microengineering and Nanoelectronics at Malaysia. Dr. Mahadevan also visited Malaysia. Myself visited China, then France and South Korea also. So we are having an innovative program in MSc Molecular Modeling and Drug Design. So far 9 research papers have published during this program. So PG students have completed 21 dissertation. 2 staff members got the patents. One is Dr. Sajinisha and another one is Dr. Shaulamid of BP department. So we are having a sound extension activity. One of our cadres, Soundarajan, is along with the Excellency President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, during the Republic Day camp, January 2020 at New Delhi. So our officer Muthu Selvam, along with the Defense Minister of India, during the period. So we are having a sound extension activity. So we are also offering the NSS also. Lot of programs have been conducted by the NSS, the special medical camps, then Swachh Case Sheva, then awareness program on leprosy. A lot of programs have been conducted by the NSS also. And also, we are having one program, specific program that is called Sadakat Outreach Program. It is funded by the MHRD. We are having a scheme that is called Unnadabhya. So a lot of programs have been conducted by SOP. These are some of the activities done by SOP. And we are also having a YRC unit also. They have conducted the medical camp. Also, we are having the youth welfare and the fine arts. They have celebrated, especially I want to mention the physical education department. This is our indoor stadium and the sports gallery. So I'm very proud to say that our college got a championship for the consecutively the 3 years in the MS University. That is Manavendra Sundaram University. So recently we got the 4th time in MS University. There is a chess championship. So these are the snapshot. Our college is well organized the infrastructure. Even we are giving importance for the physically challenged students also. So this is the Golden Jubilee Library. It's around 12,789 square feet. We are going to inaugurate this library also. So we are giving importance to our students. One of the schemes is called Earn While You Learn scheme. During the study, the students can earn money during the leisure period. So we usually connected the assembly also. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
time is 1 minute.
Yeah, sure. Our placements is very active. We always collaborate with the DVS training services. Or even CTS visited our campus regularly. We are also having a training program with the BFSI also. So I'm very sure, please say that our management, especially visitor that is campus every Tuesday. That is a very important aspect is to share with you. So we are having a lot of endowments. Recently, we have a digital learning center also. So I'm just to mention that we are not getting any donation from the students' admission, not as a capital should be, or also for the faculty appointment. So one more scheme that is called the Shifa, that is students' health for first aid. So during the period of the traveling, if any students are having any difficulty So we are providing Shifa as well as students' health scheme. So these are the pictures regarding the Vanidam. So one of the thing is we have recently gave 1 lakh for the establishment of Tamil Channel at Harvard University also. So we are having a good the parent teacher association. So our aim is, inshallah, we are more marching towards the Sadaqatullah team to the university. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, President, if you may add for all these presentations, your inputs.
Yeah, thanks, Clay. Thank you very much, presenters. I think it was a wonderful presentation as always. Of course, Fermier was very nice. It was good to hear about all the gensets and everything that they're doing. Tie up with Honda. It's also good to have more lady speakers like Zainab. It's a very welcome development and fantastic exercise with the empowerment work. Thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. Wonderful. Coda Technology is also a wonderful presentation, Brother Renali Muhari. Although we know each other and we've met so many times, I really felt like I didn't know anything about Coda. And so it really is a wonderful type of work that you're doing, and the depth of customers that you have and all those things that you've done, and that 690 crores of spares that you have. I think it's all a big revelation. And as you know, we have been trying to work with your company as well. So, and inshallah, soon we should see you as a unicorn. Now, UEF wants to be on a mission of creating unicorns, and hopefully Coda is going to be one of them. And, also Fermier, we should all be aspiring to push the bar further. And that just really keeps us driving hard, And of course, Upper College, fantastic presentation, Mr. Sayyid Mohammed. I was impacted in Tinameli last week and met up with Rabbani Sahib. And again, same thing, Upper College is doing wonderful service to the community and society. And of course, our intention in UEF is to see how we can support our educational institutions, sort of reimagine education itself. How do we make real-time education be available to students? And how many startups and how many unicorns can the institutions itself create? And UEF will be very happy to work with Upper College on this matter. So all very nice presentations, very useful, also learning session for all of us. So thank you very much. And if there are any questions, please feel free to, maybe send it in the box or ask the questions. So thank you very much, speakers, for participating today and members for coming in. Thank you. Back to you, Prem.
Yeah, thanks a lot, President. One question was there for Fermier. Tausif bhai, if you're there, if you can just unmute and ask the question by yourself. If you're there, Tausif bhai.
Hello, Sharif bhai. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Thank you. Now, just quick question to Fermier engineers. Great presentation by everybody, like our president already said. My question to Fermier engineers from a point of wanting to know. We have a high-end diagnostic center with a lot of CT scans and so on, DEXA scan. Do they still supply generators and backup services for these institutions? I want to know the size, the volume that they can service. It's just a know-how question, that's it.
Yeah. No, of course, we can service because you would be, so I understand that already it has been backed up by maybe the diesel generators, right? So we can look into your requirements. I actually messaged you, sent you a DM right now with my number, or you can share. So we can surely look into it and see how we can service the generators that are backing up.
I just saw the message, yes.
Yeah.
I will check with you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure, thanks.
Thanks a lot. There was one question to Sadaqatullah Upper College in terms of what is the number of students of our community?
Since it's an aided institution, there is a 50% for the Muslim and 50% for the non-Muslims. So we are following that route. So at present, we are having around 2,300 students of the Muslim community.
Oh, right.
So the remaining is the non-Muslims, other than Muslims. So we have to follow the guidance of the Tamil Nadu state government. That's the thing.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Anything else? Any other question if you have?
Sorry, I have a question for Dr. Nawaz.
Yes.
How many medical students in all the institutions, Doctor?
In my institution?
Yes.
In my medical college, for MBBS, every year we admit 150 students. So 5-year course, 750 medical students. For post-graduation, we have 35 seats. So 3-year course, so 100 postgraduate students. In my dental college, we have 100 admissions. That is again a 5-year course, so 500 for that. Post graduation, 24 into 3, that is 75. In Ayurveda college, we admit 60 students. These are our medical students. In pharmacy, we have a course called PharmD, which was first started in Kerala first time by our college. We have an admission capacity of 30, and it is a 5-year course again, so 150 students will be on our course.
So what are the total number of students, doctor? All medical students?
All medical students.
All years. All years.
All years, maybe around 2,500. 2,000.
Oh, wonderful. Great number. Fantastic. Thank you, doctor.
On behalf of UF, we would like to thank each and every one of you for participating and making our sessions a real success. We are expecting that you will also participate in our next member stock session. Have a great weekend. Until then, take care of yourself. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.